Hi, this is Kadvi Rana from Logistics Insider, and joining me is Mr. Kamesh Peri. He's CEO Celebi Delhi Cargo. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
How has your day been so far, sir?
So far, so good. Yeah, it's been a great event starting from yesterday. So I've been here since yesterday and attended all the sessions. It's been a good experience so far.
Sir, considering we're here at CCUB 2022, why don't we start by touching upon the importance of temperature sensitivity and maintaining an unbroken cold chain?
Yeah, I mean, it is quite a relevant topic in the sense that every product is different in terms of its nature, in terms of its composition, in terms of its usage. So when it comes to temperature sensitive products, they would only be useful if their integrity is maintained in terms of the temperature, that it has to be preserved under various times of the supply chain. So right from the production to the time it actually reaches the consumer, a certain temperature has to be maintained. Otherwise, the value of the product is no longer relevant. So for that reason, it is essential for the temperature control handling to be there across the complete supply chain, and this ensures that the integrity of the product is maintained.
Sir, my next question to you will be on infrastructure. So how has Celebi in the last few years, enhanced their infrastructure facilities when it comes to handling temperature sensitive products?
Okay, so at Celebi we have a dedicated perishable center, and the perishable center is more than 3,000 square meters, and it has got the capacity and capability to handle pharma products. So we have a different dedicated zone for handling pharma products. We also have a different zone for the non-pharma and other perishable products. So what we make sure is that the required infrastructure, right from the time that the cargo is accepted to the time it actually leaves the terminal, is temperature sensitivity is maintained. What we also introduce as one of its first kinds in India is to have something called cool dollies. So what we do is to once the cargo is accepted, processed, palletized, then these palletized units are transferred onto a cool dolly until the time, and it's the cool dollies which are transporting the pallets from the cargo terminal to the aircraft. And the idea is to ensure that the little time that it spends between the cargo terminal and the aircraft, even there the temperature excursion doesn't take place, because Delhi tends to become quite warm during the summers. So the idea was to ensure that the temperature integrity of these units are going to be maintained. So we were one of the first ones to introduce these cool dollies in India, and Delhi being an important gateway station, it was felt necessary that we are living the true principle of end-to-end cool chain transportation from our side. And so whatever had to be done from our part, we ensured that we were doing it, and on the contrary, we did more to ensure that the cool dollies were in place to maintain the temperature integrity for the last leg of the journey between the cargo terminal and the aircraft. So, and besides that, what we have also done is we make sure that our infrastructure is meeting the highest industry standards. So we are GDP certified. We are also IATA CEIB certified. We are one of the only ones in Delhi who are CEIB certified through a rigorous program of IATA that we had to follow, and thereafter we had to go through a certification process. And this ensured that we were not only preparing ourselves to meet the industry requirements, but we were also in compliance when the audit took place. And it's our intention to further ensure that any and every industry standard which is applicable for various perishable products, especially pharma, is something that we would be incorporating into our infrastructure.
So, sir, this brings me to my last question. We're here at CCUB 2022. So, how are you liking the event, and what importance does it hold for the industry?
The event has been quite well organized. I would say from the number of participants, the quality of the participants, and the kind of wide knowledge and experience they bring to the platform has been quite encouraging for us to see. So the organizers did a great job to ensure that there was a diverse representation from the industry, whether it was the exporters, whether it was the freight forwarders, the airlines, and it was also heartening to see the airport operators also contributing their bit towards the session. And I think it was a well structured and and the topics that were picked up were quite relevant, not just to the current times, but also what's going to be a key requirement for us in the future. So from that point of view, I thought the organizers did a splendid job to put up relevant topics together, make sure that they were good participants with the right understanding of the issues. With their wide experience, they were able to share this with the larger audience, and this enabled a lot of people, including myself, to have some key takeaways from the event. And this is something which we would be considering important for us, for our operations also as an important consideration.
Thank you so much for your time, sir.
Pleasure.
It has been lovely chatting with you.
Thank you very much.